Good Monday morning. I don't know if you were hanging around with me last year when I did the couple of episodes on my hydrangea and how the deer and the sun had decimated them. So my sweet husband first he replanted all of my hydrangea, took them all from the front yard, planted them down by the cove, and put up this fence around them. This is when you know you have a good man. And so this is part of the fruit of my hydrangea. And just a quick tip for you flower people. I watched this lady on Instagram. She's a Southern girl, and she gets deer and Georgia sun, and she gave this tip on preserving your hydrangea to take a vegetable peel on every single side of the stem, and then dip the end in alum, and then put it in your vase, and that helps the longevity. But I have another tip for you that has nothing to do with the Monday musing. This is for any flower arrangement you have. You know how when you go to the hospital or to Publix and you see the flowers and they're in the coolers? Well, that should have been a hint for all of us, and some of you who are much smarter than me probably knew this for years. But I've started putting my flowers in the fridge at night. And I can't say that word without thinking of that little kid. Literally, they last so much longer. But what I was thinking about in light of Philly's lovely deer fence and guarding my hydrangea, we were talking with our young adult class a couple weeks ago on the Holy Spirit and the things that you need to have in place in order to guard and protect the work of the Holy Spirit at work in your life. And one of those is protecting your heart. Our theme verse around here is Proverbs 4:23. Above all else, guard your heart, for it affects everything you do. And I can't remember if I can't remember where it is. I feel like it's Ephesians, where it talks about do not grieve the Holy Spirit. So it means there are ways that you and I can grieve the Holy Spirit, and when we do, we can limit our ability to encounter His voice, His direction, His promptings, His convictions. And we can leave our valuable treasure, our most valuable treasure of our heart. There's no reason that it would have said above all else, guard your heart, if it didn't mean above all else. The Bible usually means what it says. So what are some of the ways that you leave the valuable treasure of your heart unguarded? Maybe through self-medicating. That can look a lot of different ways, from food to alcohol to porn to play, where we just live a life of perpetual play instead of purposefulness, yes. Maybe we leave our heart unguarded in our jealousy of what we don't have, jealousy of others. Maybe we leave our heart unguarded with unforgiveness, not living out the forgiveness that is available to us. So all of those ways are ways that we can kind of leave a hole in our deer fence, if you will. And Philly and I were surveying these flowers this morning to see if really to see if I had any blue hydrangea down there, because we all know I have spent years as well trying to turn my pink hydrangea blue, and I just end up with purple. But lo and behold, what was right next to that deer fence? Deer poo. Lots. And Philly said, do you think they were cussing like when they came by and they saw that deer fence and they were just like, we just wanted those hydrangea. So rest assured, the enemy's going to come back by and see if we're keeping the protection around the most valuable treasure of our heart. And I've learned that the more diligent I am in guarding my heart and protecting it from the desires of my flesh that would like to creep in, the offense I want to hold on to, the escape I want to perpetually enjoy, the disobedience I want to walk in. When I leave that crack, not only do I allow the enemy even greater access to steal, kill, and destroy, but I also put a barrier of grief between me and the work of the Holy Spirit in my life. And the Holy Spirit wants to speak in a daily way and wants to be actively at work in our stories and in our life and in our relationships. So just another lesson from the deer and my hydrangea yet again on this Monday morning. If your heart was encouraged today, please know that we have many other resources available for you. You can discover all of those at reclaiminghearts.org.